Hello and welcome to Akashic Astrology with Chrisanne and Sarah. Sarah is going to be doing the astrology and I'm going to be doing the Akashic records. This is going to be for March of 2026. Take it away, Sarah.
Hi, beautiful souls. March isn't about reinvention, it's about revelation. It's not loud or chaotic, but it's clarifying. This month strengthens your emotional foundation before it asks you to build anything new. You're not being rushed forward, you're being asked to get honest first. Honest about your boundaries, your desires, and what no longer fits the version of you that's emerging. You're not late, you're refining, and March supports growth that is earned, not performed. On March 2nd, Mars enters the sign of Pisces. Your drive is going to start to soften, but it doesn't weaken. Your imagination will return. Old wounds will surface gently, so move with compassion and not with force. On March 3rd, we have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. Nothing stays hidden. Our habits, avoidance, our health, our inner work. So make sure you simplify. Small steps matter more than perfection. On March 4th, Venus is going to sextile Uranus. So break any patterns that feel stale. Invite freshness into love without clinging. On the 5th, the Sun will trine Jupiter. Emotional expansion, honest conversations, and compassion creates forward movement. On March 6th, Venus is going to enter the sign of Aries. Love grows bold, confidence becomes magnetic, and desire is clear. On March 7th, Sun will conjunct Mercury and Venus will conjunct Neptune. So reflect before you react. Romance is heightened, but clarity is required. So don't fall in love with the illusion. On March 8th, Venus will conjunct Saturn. Boundaries meet bravery. Our love matures and standards rise. On the 9th, Mercury will trine Jupiter. Emotional truth rises. The words you choose shape what stabilizes next. On the 10th, Venus will sextile Pluto. Our relationships refine and depth is required. Also on the 10th, Jupiter will station direct. So emotional clarity will return. Forward motion resumes, and it's rooted in wisdom. On the 15th, Mercury will conjunct Mars. So pause before you react. Clarity follows calm. On the 18th, we have our new moon in Pisces. This is a spiritual reset. So release what's expired. Begin again, aligned. On the 20th, we enter Aries season. So now you move boldly and intentionally. On the 25th, the Sun will conjunct Saturn. Our strength is tested and strengthened. On the 26th, Venus will conjunct Chiron. Our old wounds are surfacing for healing, not reaction. On the 30th, Venus will enter the sign of Taurus, so stability is going to return. Our pleasure grounds us, and what lasts begins to take root. March isn't fast, it's foundational. You are clearing emotional residue, refining your relationships, and strengthening your voice. You're not scrambling, you're stabilizing. And this month teaches you that boundaries don't close the heart, they protect it. Honesty creates safety, and depth creates durability, and maturity is magnetic. So let clarity come before action. Let integrity guide desire, and let your next step come from alignment, not urgency. You're not becoming someone new, you're becoming more honest, and that's the most powerful evolution of all. And now I'll pass it to Chrisanne, who will open the Akashic records and share a transmission for this month's energy.
Hello and welcome. We are going to be pulling some cards. We're going to be doing the Mystic Art Medicine cards. And since I do readings in the Akashic Records, we're going to be connecting with our guides, our loved ones, our ancestors on the other side, our animal spirit guides, the angels. Let's see what everybody wants us to know. So I'm pulling from the Mystic Art Medicine cards. And the first card that I pull is the card of Healing Tools. Very interesting. So we are going to have to recognize what it is that we have the power over when it comes to taking control of our health and recognizing that we have more power than we think. Use those tools that we have within our toolbox to be able to own who we are this month and say, this is the power that I have. This is what I'm going to do going forward, and being very definitive and decisive in who and what it is that we are going forward this month. Oh, interesting. We also have the card of medicine power. We have two very powerful healing based cards. So when the medicine power card comes up, this is saying recognize the information that has been given to us from our guides, our ancestors, our loved ones. Our loved ones have done a lot of the hard work for us, and they have guided us through this lifetime. They have given us the information to be able to utilize within this lifetime. When we recognize that medicine power card, that medicine power energy, we can pull up that information. Do your research, do some information, find what feels like a deja vu to you. This is all about remembering who we are, what we can be for this month, and being very grounded and rooted in that information. This is the courage card, having the courage to be who we are, what we are, and loving ourselves for it. You know, we're in a very tumultuous time within this time frame of where we are living and all of that fun stuff. We need to have the courage to own who we are and recognize that we can help others, not just ourselves, but we can help others and those that are around us. This is going to be the month of having the courage to stand up. This is the month of standing up and being strong in that. I'm kind of chuckling with the cards that I pulled because I always pull a crystal for every month. And for this month, the crystal that I pulled was a crystal of amethyst. This is my amethyst skull. So we have amethyst for this month. Amethyst talks about trust your intuition. You know what you know. Trust it. Let it guide you. Let it lead you to where you need to be. Trust because you know you're getting that information from the heart. You know, a lot of people say to me, how do I know the information that's coming in is coming from a higher power or coming from my guides, my angels, my loved ones? You know, because in retrospect, you were like, oh, I got that message. After the fact, you remember you got that message. Oh, yeah, I remember I got that. And my message said, do X, Y, and Z. I didn't listen. And then something happened. Okay, there's your confirmation that you should have listened. We have a lot of these confirmation times. There's that deja vu again. We have these confirmation times within our lifetime. How do we remember it? How do we recognize it? How do we utilize that information going forward? This is going to be the month of knowing what you know, owning it, being strong in it, and having the ability to help ourselves because that's how we're going to be helping others. Courage to be who we are. Courage to stand up for yourselves and other people. It's going to be a very interesting month. If you're interested in private readings, you can always reach out to Sarah for an astrological reading. You can reach out to me for a reading in the Akashic Records. All the information is linked in the description box of these videos. And you can check out our pages, like and subscribe to both of our pages. All that information is linked throughout all of social media. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.